Procrastination, the killer of dreams. So now I'm sure everyone, and I mean literally everyone, has come to a point where you procrastinated on doing the things that you know you should do. We've all been there. We've all put off important tasks, things that would bring us money, would bring us growth, would bring us success, would step us forward, or just things that flat out need to get done. And for whatever reason, we cannot convince ourselves to do this. We cannot convince ourselves to put it off. And oftentimes, we end up putting it off longer than it would have taken to just actually do the work. And this can be the biggest killer of, as I said, dreams and success. Because for some reason, for some unknown why, you continue to delay doing the work that would bring you the things that you want in life, or at very least progress you towards it. So why do we do it? There are many reasons. There are many things. Oftentimes it comes down to dopamine chasing. That we are so addicted to getting these instant rushes of dopamine that it's easier to choose that. It's easier to pick, things that will bring that instant satisfaction, that instant release, that instant dopamine. Now, over time, procrastination, like anything else, is a habit. And a habit that can be broken, a habit that can be changed, and a habit that must be changed. And it's one of those things that the more you can break the habit of putting something off, of delaying work, the better off you'll be, and the quicker you'll start progressing towards your goals. And it doesn't matter what you're procrastinating on, whether it's on completing your exercise, doing your weighted walk, doing your workout, doing your diet, doing, the work that needs to be done. Whatever it may be in your life that you are delaying due to whatever reason. Because there'll be a story attached to why you can't do this, and the justification and the story you'll tell yourself on why it's okay that you're not doing it right now. And I've been there. I'm there a lot of the time at the moment. And what makes it worse is oftentimes as you progress into big areas of change, that you push yourself into making big, rapid growth jumps in your life through changing, whether it be your health and fitness, your work, your dopamine chasing, your habits, whatever it may be. When you push for big changes like this, what often happens is, whether it's subconscious or it's programming or it's habitual or whatever it may be, it rebels against it. And I'm in the midst of that now. It's part of why I'm doing this video right now, is because I am smack bang in the midst of this, and it's what keeps coming to mind, that my body keeps, well, body is probably the wrong term, but it feels like my body. It feels like something beyond the conscious programming. It goes into this auto drive, and I run on autopilot. And I keep delaying things that would be simple, that would progress me forward, that once I actually sat down and did it, I was like, I don't know why I've wasted so much fucking time putting this off, that once I actually started, I just got in and did it, and it became really easy. But it's because we create these stories around it about why we don't want to do it, and we listen to the voice in our head. And I'm here to tell you that the voice in your head is a motherfucking liar. It is determined to keep you where you're at, to keep you comfortable in the scenario that you're in, and to keep pushing towards, as we discussed, dopamine chasing, simple, quick things that make you feel good, rather than anything that would make you slightly uncomfortable. And you have to push against that. You have to ignore that voice in your head that tells you that, oh, you can do it later. Oh, just push it to Monday. Oh, we'll do it properly on Monday. Oh, we'll start it really tomorrow, the next day, whatever it may be. Do it after you do this. Do the fun thing first. Whatever the story in your head is, you must ignore it. You must override it. This is the highest form of resistance coming out to get you, to put those sneaky words in your ears, because it knows all the things that will trigger you to avoid doing the work. And so you must override the resistance that is coming out to derail you, that is coming out to stop you from achieving your highest success. Because it will, and they will constantly be there. And I was talking to a friend about this the other day, and she was like, oh, I cannot believe that I'm still dealing with these fucking issues. And we had a discussion about it, and what we got to at the end of it was, she's not dealing with the same issues. She's dealing with new versions of the similar issues. And it's that old thing, new level, new devil, that you come out, and as you progress and as you rise, there are always going to be obstacles and challenges and resistance that needs to be overcome. That is an inevitable part of life. But you must keep facing it. You must keep showing up, and you must be aware of your emotional state and where you're currently at. Because if you're not, and you don't realize how vulnerable or fragile or susceptible you are to resistance, you can't overcome it. And we must fight resistance. We must face it daily, and we must stare it into the face. We must look into the void and stare it down and win that fucking battle. Because every time you lose the battle to the resistance, it grows stronger. And it will come back nastier than ever. You must overcome. You must learn to keep your word, to set that standard and be like, this is who I am. This is what I fucking do. And I'm going to win this battle. Now, how do you do that? Now, my two best answers for this, and as I said to you, I'm in the midst of this battle right now, and so this is a reminder to myself, because I utilized both of these today to overcome resistance on things that were so simple. And once I sat down and did them, I was like, fuck me. What have I been putting this off for? I've been delaying this for weeks. And not only was it easy, not only was it simple, but it brought in instant benefits. But that's the problem with these stories in our head. It's why we must override the resistance, because they are motherfucking stories in our head that are going to stop us from achieving incredible things. And oftentimes the story and the anxiety and the problems that we've built up are 1,000 times worse than what's actually going on. So we must do better. We must be better. So here are my two suggestions. First one, we've spoken about before. Change your state. And this is now going to be my go-to one after today, because I was putting it off, I was wasting time, I was dopamine chasing, I was doing all the shit that I speak about to you not to fucking do. And I was like, you are a disgrace. You are talking the talk, but you are not walking the walk. And so I had to go snap myself out of the situation. So after I'd been wasting time and delaying it, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go out and do my weighted walk. Not only am I going to go do my weighted walk, I'm going to push myself. I'm going to just fucking send it on this one. And that is exactly what I did. And I came back and I felt like a new man. I had changed my state. I had gone out, I'd sweated, I'd been outside in the sun. I was, huffing and puffing, and I felt good. I felt so much better from this situation. And I was like, good. And I instantly channeled that into the work that I needed to do, the work that I had been procrastinating on. So I instantly sat down and I went to fucking work. So change your state. When you find yourself building up this story, when you find yourself getting caught up in these emotional, earwigs that just keep burrowing deeper and deeper into your brain, and you're like, oh my God, why can't I do this? And this voice is chattering away in your ear, and you know you need to override it. You know that you can do better, be better, and should be doing better. change your state. And it doesn't have to be the weighted walk. You don't have to go dedicate 45 minutes to do it. Just bang out something that's going to get your heart rate up, that's going to get you breathing heavy, and it's going to shift your mood. Bit of exercise is going to make that happen. So, do squats, do push-ups, run up and down the stairs, jumping jacks, star jumps. It doesn't matter. Just jump on the spot, do some skipping, do some kettlebell swings, do something like that. Get your heart rate up, get your lungs pumping, get some endorphins flowing, and you'll feel better. And you'll be more likely to take action and step into doing the work because you will have shifted that mental state. As I said to you before, it's amazing what this can do because it takes your mind out of it. And it's even used in therapy techniques. They call it just shaking it out. Just shake out all those things that are going on in your head and then just get straight back into it. As soon as you feel better, now we go. And that brings me to the second one. And that is the 5-minute rule. So you're lying to yourself, but you're going to get in and you're going to be like, I am going to just do this for 5 minutes. I'm just going to sit down and I'm going to do 5 minutes. It doesn't matter how I feel about it. I can do 5 minutes. Anybody can do 5 minutes of work. And that's what you do. So you sit down and you go, I'm going to do 5 minutes. And even if you do only 5 minutes, you have set the standard. You are rewiring yourself. You are changing the narrative that you can just do the work. And you might only get 5 minutes into that task, but at least you started. But I believe, and history has shown it, that 99 times out of 100, what will actually happen is once you start, you'll build some momentum. We spoke about this before. Momentum, the 8th fucking wonder of the world. You will build some momentum, you'll start to feel better, and you'll actually start doing the work. And once you're in, you're like, oh, that was a motherfucking story in my head. That wasn't true. That was absolute bullshit. Now that I've actually started, oh, this is really easy. Oh, this is flowing really well. Oh, I feel really good about this. Oh, tick box, tick box, tick box. So just start. Just start. And you'll be amazed at what you can get done. And that applies to exercise as well. You can just tell yourself, 5 minutes. I'm just going to show up for 5 minutes. I'm just going to go there, do some work for 5 minutes, and then see what happens. Start with that. Start with that and see what happens. And then lastly, a little bit of a bonus one for you. If you find yourself really stuck, here's what you're going to do. This is a Mel Robbins trick. And what you're going to do is you're going to count down. And you're going to go 3, 2, 1, go. And the psychological component of counting down means that there is an end date. And so at the 3, 2, 1, go, something in your mind will go, yes, you must go do the work now. You must go and actually do something with it. So you must activate it, and it tricks your brain into it, and it amazes me, these little simple things, and it overrides the chimp brain, but that's a discussion for another day, and forces you to just be like, yep, here I am. I am now going. 3, 2, 1, go. And more often than not, just doing that simple thing will launch you into action and kickstart you into doing something of value. So there you have it. Because procrastination is the killer of dreams. So let's stop procrastinating. Let's stop it in its tracks. Let's remove that negative habit and replace it with positive ones, with changing your state, with just starting, with counting down 3, 2, 1, go, and seeing who you can become through this action. Because I don't want you to see your dreams die because of the story in your head, the absolute bullshit story that just won't go away. So let's stop it now. Let's crush it where it stands, and let's go out and see what you can do with it. Because I know that you have dreams. I know you have dreams and ideas and plans, and you are fully capable of them. You wouldn't be here if you weren't capable of them and knew that you had more to give. So let's go take some action on it. Let's go make it a fucking reality. Let's stop letting procrastination kill your dreams and see you progress forward into your growth. So that's all I have for you today. Now, as always, We have the standard platitudes. If you took value from it, if you found this of noteworthy, if you know someone else who could benefit from it, please share it, like it, comment, subscribe, and we join the greatness movement and send it forward. Next, if you are ready to dip your toe in the water, click the link in my bio and grab my top 10 tools to transform your mental toughness. Lastly, if you are ready to go all in on yourself and do what has to be done, send me a message. Let's throw you in the deep end. Let's chuck you in the 30-day weighted walk challenge, because anyone, and I mean fucking anyone, can do anything for 45 minutes a day for 30 days. Talk about changing your state. Talk about changing your mental toughness. Talk about changing where you're at with all that kind of stuff. It's a game changer. So message me and let's talk details about how we can transform your life, how we can change your state and you can become the best version of yourself. But that's all I have for you. Until then.